Okay, we're now joined by the race winners of tonight's Lucas Oil 150 here at Phoenix International Raceway. Driver of the number 17 Red Horse Racing Toyota, Timothy Peters, as well as team owner Tom Deloche and crew chief Marcus Richmond. This is Timothy Peters' second win of the year, the 10th of his career, and helped clinch the 8th manufacturer title for Toyota. Big night for you.
For sure. Congratulations for Toyota for clinching their manufacturer's championship tonight. And thank them for letting me be a part of the family for 7 years, going into 7 years. So it's been very enjoyable to do the stuff that we've done together, especially tonight going to victory lane. Nothing sweeter than that. So, we was able to dodge a few obstacles tonight, and Marcus put us in good position. Pit crew put us in great position to be there at the end. So, thank the good Lord for a great, safe race, and, give him all the glory. So, just this is unbelievable. I'm speechless.
Marcus, for you, this is the sixth top 10 in a row for you guys. Kind of talk about the turnaround for the team and the recent success.
We just we didn't unload where we wanted to today. I mean, this yesterday, and in qualifying we kind of had a little hiccup first round, but Timothy don't give up on us, and we don't give up on him. We just keep digging hard week in and week out. And ever since Pocono, we've kind of hit our stride. We've had a few hiccups here and there, but the team is really doing a really good job at the fab shop and the engine shop triad. And I would just like to thank Tom Deloche for giving us this opportunity, and Chris Lambert did an awesome job tonight dodging all the wrecks. So this is very sweet.
And Tom, a similar question for you. Kind of talk about the recent success at Red Horse and clinching the manufacturer title and all this recent success for the team.
Thank you. It's a real thrill for me. I'm the longest Toyota team in the garage. I've been with Toyota longer than anyone else in any of the Traveling Series garage. So it's very special for me to bring home a manufacturer championship for Toyota. They've been a fantastic partner. I've seen it grow over the years. When I first started with them, they only raced trucks. So obviously they've kind of grown up a little bit bigger in the series now, and kind of competing on the top level to get a cup championship. So nice to see the Toyota growth. This weekend has been fantastic. It kind of caps a little bit of the push that we've had ever since Pocono. Timothy and Marcus have really come together. The entire team has come together. The pieces of work, the pieces have fallen into place, and they seem to be clicking. And that's one of the things, you talk to any past champion, they will tell you that once it falls into place, it's just kind of magic, and it kind of keeps rolling. And that's what we're seeing.
Thank you. With that, we'll open it up to questions. Please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. We'll start right up front.
Hey, SpencerMotorsport.com. What went through your mind when you saw the 488 rack?
Well, and be careful what you say. You don't have any nasty words here.
Right. No, I mean, I really couldn't. I was shocked, really. And Tom shocked me, too. No, I'm just kidding. Number one, I looked on the big screen and saw that both of them were fine. And that's the main thing. It looked like two pretty decent little hits. And the next thing, too, is that knowing that the damage that the 4 had, it kind of put us in the catbird seat. So the main thing was just making sure that we take advantage and try to cap off the win tonight. Not charging the corner entry, which I have a bad habit of doing that, but make sure that we get off the corner. So we executed, and it feels good answering your questions.
We'll go to Reed and then the back.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. How close a call did you have with that wreck on lap 6 in front of you? And after that, after you missed it, did you think it might be your night?
Well, when I saw it happen and coming back across the racetrack, I was, I can't tell you what I was thinking, but I was thinking, here we go again, because the last 2 years we've had great trucks, but we've been at the right place at the wrong time. And again, good Lord works in great ways. Tonight was our night, and even though we missed it by our chinny chin chin, was able to miss it. And the only damage that's on the truck is for me getting crazy burning it out. So I'm sure that won't be a problem if we keep continuing to go down this path.
We'll go back here and then come over to Chris.
Hey, Tim, thank you for taking my question, and congratulations on your victory. My question for you is, we're coming to Homestead, a track that as a victory's eluded you for quite some time, but you had a top 3 there a year ago, and with the victory, how much more momentum does that give you coming into Homestead?
Thanks for the congrats. I'm really looking forward to getting to Homestead, especially for the momentum that we have, the way we ran there last year. Homestead has been a track that's been kind to me. We finished in the top 10 every race and had a couple of top 5s. So this win can't hurt momentum and confidence for sure. And we just want to finish off the season solid. Who knows, the role that we own, don't count us out. We can go there and go back to back. So that's what we want to do. We had a shot to go back to back from Talladega to Martinsville, and I made too many mistakes. So maybe I can, redeem myself there.
We'll go Chris, Bob, and then come back up front here.
Chris Knight. Is it on? Oh, it's on. Okay. Chris Knight, Kitchens.com. Congratulations to you guys. As we talked about, 7 straight top 10 finish, 4th straight top 5, 2nd win in 4 races, and an average finish of 3rd. How do you guys take that momentum into Homestead, not only into Homestead, but the offseason and prepare for 2016?
I love your stats, man. It makes us feel so good just because of just hearing that. You know how hard it is to do that? I mean, this is a tough series. It is hard to win, and we're so thankful. Man, the momentum is just on our side, and we want to continue that. Our Toyotas have been fast, and at the beginning of the year, I think we were flying under the radar, if you kind of will. Everybody counted us out, but now it's a force to be reckoned with. And when you have confidence, that's the biggest thing is don't lose confidence. And I mean, as a racer, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. And it's the ones that succeed are the ones that can overcome that. And man, I'm looking forward to going there and executing and having an off season with my family and going to the notebooks and try to make it better to where we can come out at Daytona and be as strong as we're going to finish at Homestead. So that's my goal. That's what I'm looking towards, and I'll do whatever I can to make that happen.
And for Tom, not only the 17 team shown speed, but the 11 team has shown speed as well recently. They may be not been able to get the finishes that they deserve. How does the Red Horse lineup look for next year?
Red Horse lineup, we would like to run 3 trucks next year. I'm working on multiple deals. We're not ready to talk about anything yet. So you can probably pretty much bank that this one beside me will be there. But otherwise, we're still trying to put all the pieces together.
Bob?
Bob Pockers, ESPN. Timothy, you talked about how hard these races are to win, and as a veteran of the series, I'm just curious what do you think of Eric Jones's season and what he's done? Has 3 wins, and if he finishes 15th or better next week, he wins the championship.
It was very impressive. You can't deny his success, and for as young as he is, when he shows up, he has a rookie stripe on his back bumper, but he's not a rookie by any means. He drives hard. He pushes everybody in that garage to run better, and he had a fast truck tonight. Either way you look at it, we got the victory, and when somebody that's that good drives everybody, sooner or later you end up catching them. So he still makes us work hard. Definitely congrats to him on the much success that he has. If we can't win it, we definitely want to see a Toyota teammate win the championship.
Right up front here.
Dominic Udigo on the RacingExperts.com for all 3 of you guys. So with this being your 2nd win in 4 races, if you guys can all just talk about what that means to you guys and your guys' race team.
It's really it really feels good to have that much success. Like Timothy said, we've had really good trucks every weekend and week out. We had really high expectations at Martinsville, and we had a really good truck. Timothy done an awesome job the whole weekend, and we let that one slip away. And I really think we should have 3 wins by now. And had a good run at Texas, so it feels really good just to come out every week and be a contender.
I think it's awesome hearing that, we've won 2 races in the last 4. Again, it goes back to how hard these races are to win and being up front and in position. It's all about, Tom says it's best, it's all about putting yourself in position and executing. And I feel like that from Chicago to this point, we've had great numbers and we've executed and we've been in position, and tonight we were in position to take the win.
Our entire strategy is just to be that patient aggressive. Show a lot of patience. When the door opens, go through it. Put yourself in position. We work very hard during the race to put our drivers in the top 5 late in the race, and then just race hard. Sometimes that door opens, sometimes it doesn't open, but at least if we have, as a race team, have done our job to get the driver up front, then we're in play, and then good things can happen.
Do we have any additional questions here in the media center? Any additional questions up in the press box?
A couple of questions. Wolfgang Monser from Germany Rennsport Press Agency. Timothy, first 2 questions for you and then one for Tom DeLoach. In lap 147, 3 laps before the end, John Hunter Nemechek really closed the gap dramatically to you. Was it because the track was still slippery with this oil stuff from the accident? That was my impression that's looking to you. And when you're driving. And Tom DeLoach, you said earlier you're the longest established Toyota team in the NASCAR business. In the future, is there any plan to move up to the Sprint Cup?
Well, thanks for your question. And there at the end, you know, my truck started getting just a little bit tight on corner exit, and the driver may be getting a little bit anxious, trying to make sure that you stay out front. So, you know, I was just trying to maintain that gap and making sure the closing rate that he had, he stayed at a certain truck length. So, again, it goes back to Chris Lamberth keeping me abreast on everything that was going on with him. And at that point, I didn't want to look in the mirror. I just wanted to look out front and try to maintain.
As far as us moving up to Cup, I'm very happy in truck racing. I think truck racing is the best racing on the NASCAR touring circuits. I would highly recommend anybody that's watching the other races pay attention to truck racing, because this is where it happens. As far as our expansion, I'd like to run 3 trucks. If we get really crazy, I could run 4, and then if we get even crazier than that, we could look at 5. So my idea of expansion is trucks.
Any additional questions in the media center or the press box?
Would you still be married if you moved?
I was gonna say Myra wouldn't.
Only if she's driving one.
All right, guys, thank you and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, guys.